Well, what would compel you to send your child hundreds of miles away? We can find answers in people like Marcos Daniel. He lives and works in Southeast Texas as an undocumented immigrant. He left Honduras at the age of 15 to escape gangs that controlled his neighborhood. KFDM's Leslie Rangel chronicles his journey of hope to the U.S.
We all want to go back because we've never lived through things like this. I wanted to go back, but above all, I wanted to get my mom and family ahead, and me as well, get myself out of the gang situation.
After 3 days traveling on buses and on foot through Honduras and Mexico, Marcos Daniel reached the railways headed north.
We got to the train track, and wow, it's an unforgettable thing that I'll never erase from my memory, because you no longer saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people ahead. You saw whole towns of people sleeping outside, a small town of people sleeping alongside the train and waiting for it.
Daniel boarded a train with many nicknames: the devil, el diablo, the beast, la bestia.
We have to grab onto the train as we're running, and I remember a guy was in front of me and he tripped. I don't know how, and his leg got caught. Wow. I was so scared because I'd never seen something like that, never in my life. A train cuts your leg off. It's not easy to take in.
He describes having to endure cold, heat, hunger, and thirst, and men dressed in black who boarded the train.
When they came from above, they told us, I want you to give me everything you have, and I don't want to search you and put my hands in your pockets, because the first person I find with money, I'm going to throw you underneath the train.
Daniel remembers they gave the masked men in black everything and were left alone, but he says not everyone was so lucky.
All of a sudden, one of them came and got close to a girl. He put his hand on her and touched her, and no one said anything. You just watch and you can't say anything.
After more than 20 days of riding 9 different trains, Daniel made it to the border desert of Arizona. He'd paid a guide that would take him, along with 17 others, the rest of the way.
It wasn't as difficult to cross Mexico as it was to cross the desert. You have water, but 4 or 5 gallons for 17 people for 3 days.
He says by the second day the water was gone, but they kept going.
There were cow watering holes, and we took the green moldy film from on top and we filled our water bottles from there. At that point, we still had 1 more night to get to the famous Brinco, the border.
After another day-long journey across the Arizona desert, they made it to their destination at a rural house filled with dozens of people near Tucson, Arizona. He says it was from one living hell to another.
They didn't feed us. They treated us badly, and I could only drink water from the shower. But that was normal. If I drank from a watering hole in the desert, why not the shower?
Daniel's family paid $3,000 to get him to the U.S.
Yes, it's a crime, but we shouldn't get treated like we are. We are not criminals. What have we done? We haven't done anything, just simply dreamed. A dream come true that you suddenly wake from.
He knows the dream could end at any moment with deportation.
If people could go through the journey I went through, if they could live a week in my Honduran colony, they would see it's true what they say. Unfortunately, I would do it again, more than anything, for my mom.
In Beaumont, Leslie Rangel, KFDM 6 News.
A candlelight vigil is underway until 8 tonight at the Jefferson County Courthouse to help immigrant children. We're covering the vigil. Watch Fox 4 News at 9 and 6 News tonight at 10 for reaction.